Hey guys, it's John from randomChievos, and I wanted to take a look at all the weapons in Star Wars Battlefront and give my insight on how and when each weapon should be used and what kind of star cards pair best with it. I also wanted to take a look at the minimum and maximum damage possible and maybe a few tweaks that EA could implement to make the guns that much better. So first, let's take a look at the DLT-19, and this gun is available at level 3 for only 550 credits. And I'm really glad EA made this one of the first guns that you unlock because it gives you such versatility to jump into basically any game mode you want, and you can do well as long as the skill and the accuracy comes behind it. During the beta, however, this weapon was probably one of the best guns to use, but since the release of the full game, it isn't quite the same. It doesn't really have that shine anymore. It has a max damage of 15, which means it's going to take about 7 shots to kill at close range, and 8 shots from past 20 meters. After that, it's going to drop off, but it'll still stay at 8 shots per kill, not including headshots, of course. Even though the description states it's a long-range blaster, I found more use out of it from close to medium range because it really gave me the ability to hit multiple targets without overheating. I could kill 2 to 3 people before the gun overheated, and I could quickly get that back on by using the cooling method. Also, if you have the time though, and you can wait till level 18, you should definitely try attaching the explosive shot card. This will make this weapon amazing, almost doubling the damage, and means it's about a 4-shot kill, plus if you miss, you still have splash damage behind it. Next we have the DH-17, and this is a fully automatic pistol that you unlock at rank 3 as well, for only 500 credits. Now this gun has a very high fire rate, not as much as the DLT, but about 450 compared to its 600. And it will be a 4-shot kill until about 25 meters away. From there, he just drops off, and then it becomes almost a 10, 11, 12-shot kill. So it's basically useless after about 30 meters away. So stick to closer game modes such as drop zone or cargo to definitely get more use out of this weapon. However, if you do play in third person, this gun is great for peeking around corners. You can kill your enemy way before they even have a chance to react. You can also attach the explosive shot due to the weapon because of its high fire rate. But I would definitely recommend the scan pulse because knowing your location of your enemies is so much better because this can kill 2 or 3 enemies before overheating if used properly. Now once you reach level 5 and you pay the 1250 credits, you will unlock the RT-97C. Now this gun is definitely an upgrade from the DLT and is the reason why I don't use that anymore. It has better range, damage, and a lot better recoil to handle, along with no penalty to the fire rate, was giving me about 6-shot kills from close range and 7 to 8-shot kills from beyond 20 meters. I also noticed I got more long-range kills with this weapon compared to the DLT, and I think that is because on the consoles the crosshairs were a bit better with tracking the enemies. You also are given the option of a scope on the weapon while playing in first person, but since I mainly play in third, it really wasn't any use for me, but you might as well try it out and see if you like it. Also, you can attach the explosive shot to this weapon. I highly recommend it. It really will help, and you can get those quad fees and kill multiple enemies very, very quickly, no matter what gun they might have, unless they have like a smart rocket or something. But really try this gun out. It is amazing in all game modes, and I really enjoy it, and I still use it all the time now. Moving on from there, you will unlock 3 more guns once you reach level 8, and all of them can be purchased for 1500 credits each, one of which is the E11. Now with a slower fire rate and increased damage, this gun relies heavily on how accurate you are, but aiming down sights is still not required. From 10 meters away, you can kill an enemy in 3 shots, and it steadily declines from there, only to become an 8-shot kill from 60 meters and beyond. But don't take the 8-shot kill lightly though. With the increased accuracy and damage on this gun, I really found myself picking off enemies from far away without any problem at all as long as I was burst firing the weapon. The E11 is probably one of my favorite all-around guns in the game due to its accuracy and damage output that it can create, and I seem to run mostly the focus shot card on this weapon, and I stuck mostly to game modes like Supremacy when using it, but not to say that it can't be used in close quarters. I just found myself at more of a disadvantage when I was fighting people that had, let's say, a DL44 or a short-range pistol like that. Next up we have the Shock Blaster, the CA87, and like I said above, can be unlocked at level 8 for 1500 credits. Now, it's the only shotgun within the game, but I didn't seem to really find much use for this weapon, and especially because of its inconsistency. From close range, no farther than 10 meters, I usually scored a 1-shot kill. However, past that point, the gun became 2 or 3 shots, and then around 15 meters, it basically became useless. And all the time, I tried to replicate the shots that had just scored me a kill on an enemy, and then when done again, would do like 90 damage to the enemy, and then I would just die. I don't know if there's something wrong with how the gun spreads, but it definitely is something that should be addressed in the next title update. If the inconsistency was fixed, this would definitely become a fan favorite, and besides its ups and downs, I really enjoyed it so far, and I've gone on some nice kill streaks with it, so hopefully EA can address this and maybe fix it and make the gun a little better. The last gun that you will unlock at level 8 is the A280C Blaster for 1500 credits as well. Now comparing it to the E11, it does have a bit of reduced damage. It's a 4-shot kill at 10 meters or less, and then slowly drops off from there. However, the faster fire rate does make up for this loss. I still found this gun to be at least a more close to medium range compared to the E11 where I could pick enemies off from far away. I'm not trying to say this is a bad weapon because by any means it isn't. It does have great versatility and I can use it in almost any game mode and do pretty well, but it's just something I don't use on a daily basis. But I would definitely recommend attaching a scan pulse card to it because you might have yourself a powerful weapon by doing so. I don't really see the point of explosive because its fire rate still isn't quite high enough, but hey, if you want to try it out, go right ahead for it. Moving on to our first long-range blaster, we have the T21. Now this weapon can be unlocked at rank 10 for actually 2,500 credits, which is actually quite expensive. I don't seem to see too many people actually using this gun, and I think it's because of its slow fire rate and lack of optics, but I did quite enjoy it either way before getting the upgraded version of it, the T21B, later on. It's a 2-shot kill from 10 meters away and becomes a 3-shot kill after that. It also can be quite difficult to track your targets from far distances due to such a slow bullet travel, but I think without this drawback, the gun would be seen as overpowered. So I would definitely stick to the back of the battlefield with this. Close range, it can be effective, but you usually seem to be taken out a lot faster by people with automatic pistols, so long range is definitely key with this weapon. So once you reach rank 14 and pay another whopping 2,500 credits, you can unlock the SE14C Blaster Pistol. Now being a 5-round burst, it actually is quite good. You can kill in one burst all the way up to 25 meters away, but that's only if all your shots hit, of course, so I would mostly expect to get 2 burst kills. Definitely stick to close quarter game modes such as drop zone or cargo. It's really enjoyable jetpacking around behind the enemies and then just destroying them from behind with one burst. However, no matter how much fun it may be, I think reducing the accuracy a bit and creating some more spread might balance this gun out a bit more and make it more fair for everyone to use. Now regarding star cards, I would definitely go with probably the scan pulse. The explosive shot does have its advantages, but I think it already has enough damage as it is, so knowing the location of your enemies might be a little more valuable in this situation. Now if you're looking for a weapon that does great at picking off enemies at long range and puts up a fight when confronted close up, then once you reach level 17 you're in for quite a treat. The EE3 can be purchased for 2,500 credits as well and is a 3-round burst blaster, which is why it has such great accuracy. At close range, this gun does 21 damage per shot, which is a 2-burst kill up to 10 meters away. But even at 60 meters away, you can still 3-burst an enemy if all your shots hit. Endor Walker Assault is probably the best game mode and map to use this weapon on, because whether you're in the trees or shooting the rebels out of them, this gun will get the job done. Also, you should try attaching the explosive shot because it made those 3-burst kills become 2-burst kills at long range and made the gun that much better to use. So if you're looking for a weapon that does well in all circumstances, please give this one a try. At rank 21, you can unlock the upgraded version of the T21, the T21B for 2,500 credits. The only difference between these two guns is the T21B now has a scope and also has a major decrease in its recoil. However, the T20B is no longer a 2-shot kill. It starts off taking 3 shots to take out an enemy. It can also only shoot 7 bullets before overheating compared to the 12 that the T21 can produce. So if you're having trouble aiming the T21, then try using this one, but I don't really see the advantage of adding a sight to a gun, especially since I use third-person view anyways, just for the loss of damage. So the last gun on our list is the DL-44 Blaster Pistol, or commonly referred to as Han Solo's weapon. This can be unlocked at rank 25 for 2,500 credits, or unlocked early if you purchase the more prestigious editions of the game. Now this gun is amazing at close and medium range and can score you a 2-shot kill up to 20 meters away. And around 40 meters though, it takes about 4 or 5 shots to kill, which doesn't seem that bad, but with the low accuracy on this gun, it can be quite hard to hit all your shots at that distance. Now this is perhaps the most overused gun in the game, and it kind of ruins it because you can pay to win by getting it early and not working your way through all the levels. Now I don't think the damage output on this gun needs to be changed. I mostly think it needs to have a slower rate of fire compared to its 250 rounds per minute. Perhaps more like 200 will make the gun more manageable to fight against and not completely destroy the effectiveness of the gun at it. As for the game modes though, close quarters is definitely the way to go, but there were plenty of times on Endor I could run around and get a nice kill streak with this weapon on Supremacy. And I would also take advantage of the scan pulse. If you can find the location of an enemy without them knowing that you're there, this weapon will literally destroy them before they even have the chance to see you. Well, there you have it guys, that is all 11 weapons within the game. So let me know in the comment section below if you found this review helpful, and also mention what is your favorite gun to use within Star Wars. And if you enjoy seeing these type of reviews on the channel, please let me know and I will make sure I do more in the near future. So thanks for watching guys, and have a wonderful day.